Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Good evening, folks. It's 7:20 on Friday night. It's been a bit of a low day today. Not much been happening at all, to be perfectly honest with you. I haven't been anywhere. Had my prescription delivered, and of course, the weird thing is, because we hadn't planned to go anywhere, my prescription came about 10:15. Last month, when I was wanting it to come early because we were due to go out, it didn't come till 2:15 in the afternoon. Go figure that one. There's a logic in there somewhere. I saw some quite sad news yesterday, and also just something just as well. The sad news for yesterday is we lost Burt Reynolds. Fantastic actor, brilliant actor, and to me he'll always be Smokey and the Bandit. He always will be. You know, he was absolutely fantastic in that. I watched a very strange film with him in though. If you've ever got a chance to watch it, it's an adult film, don't get me wrong. It's called Striptease, and it stars, if I'm not mistaken, Demi Moore. But he plays a really sleazy, I think he's a Democrat or something. Anyway, he's some political thing in America. And he has got some weird fetishes in that. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it makes you squirm, some of the things. Like he walks around in Wellington boots full of Vaseline, so it squelches in his toes. It's like, but yeah, but apart from that, he's been in some absolutely fantastic films. You know, I mean, some of the stuff he's been in has been amazing. He was a fantastic actor, 82 years old. You know, it's a fair age, but it's not dead old. You know what I mean? 82 is a good age. If I make it to 82, I'll be happy with that. The other one I've just noticed is that mainly if you're British, you'll know this. An actress that was in a lot of the early Carry On films called Liz Fraser. She's died today, and she was 88. I didn't know whether she was still alive or not. I don't know how many of the Carry On stars, original ones, are still alive. But if you watch some of the old early black and white ones, Liz Fraser was in a few of them, and she was in a couple of the colour ones as well. Don't get me wrong, she was in a couple of the colour ones, and she was a really, really good actress. I particularly remember her being, if I'm not mistaken, she was in Carry On Cruising, and she played a right part in that. She really did. She basically played one of two women on board a cruise ship who basically are trying to find love, or trying to escape from love or whatever. Anyway, they both fall for the same bloke, and it's just hilarious what happens. It's the rivalry between them is quite amusing. But yeah, Liz Fraser passed away as well, so that's a sad day today. That's 2 stars within 24 hours. So another thing I saw yesterday was an article which it kind of, I don't know whether it annoyed me or what. It was how a woman who was interviewed said that she lives every day in pain. And I thought to myself, well, a lot of people do live every day in pain. I live every day in pain. Most CMT sufferers live every day in pain. But what you tend to find is it has to be really, really bad pain before you notice it, because your body gets that used to the pain that it's just there all the time. You don't see it, you know, because you wake up each morning thinking, this is a normal day. Whereas a lot of people will wake up and go, what the bloody hell's this pain? Where's it come from? We don't do that, you know, and there's a lot of conditions where you're in pain all the time. So I was rather surprised that there was an article written about it, I must admit. I don't think I'd want an article written just about how much pain I'm in all day. I'd like an article written about how much pain I ignore all day. Oh, sorry, by the way, if you noticed. Captain America Jarmus goes with the geek image. Yeah, ow. Yeah, it goes with the geek image. So, yeah, obviously I told you before I'm very geeky into DC, Marvel and all that. I had a bit of good news today, actually. Look what got delivered. Me Sopranos box set. Yay! I can watch it from the beginning. It won't take me long to watch, actually, because it's only on for 4,680 minutes. I'm not even going to work out how long that is, but I know it's a bloody long time. I still haven't had my Boardwalk Empire delivered yet. It's supposed to have been delivered yesterday, but I got a message off Amazon to say there'd been a problem with the delivery and it would be a couple of days late. Well, I've had a look now and it says between the 8th and the 12th. So it could be here tomorrow. It could be here tomorrow. We'll see. I saw something today on one of the CMT groups, and I'm not going to take credit for saying it because it's somebody else who said it. I don't know what his name is, but He'll know what I'm talking about if he watches this. He basically, he said how people are at the moment. You know how we're always wanting to charge our phones and make sure everything's got enough power in to keep it going, and we panic if it doesn't. Imagine if we put that much energy and that much effort into keeping our relationships fully charged. You know, imagine if we put as much energy, because you've seen, I'm not saying it's just kids, but you've seen modern millennials, right, who panic if their phone goes below 50%. They literally flip out, they go mental, you know, they've got to find a charge point quick. But I wonder how many of them make the same effort to keep their relationship strong, you know, to keep their love life strong when they get a bit older, you know, or whether they love life now, whatever. But if you imagine if you made that much effort, or you put that much effort into keeping something that's important going, shall we say, because no offense, but take away mobile phones, take away laptops, take away all that sort of stuff, it isn't really important, is it? It's not a reason to live. You know, this is a reason for me to focus on. Don't get me wrong, these videos are something for me to focus on, but they're not my reason for living. You know, my reason for living is life. I've got a beautiful wife, you know, I've got everything I could want other than a physical, you know, body for doing skydiving and all that kind of stuff. If I wanted that, then obviously I'm knackered up there, but I've got everything I want to make my life good. Now, if people did put that much effort into saving relationships and saving friendships and just, you know, just basically charging the life, keeping the life fully charged, they'd be happy. I'm sure they would be totally happy. But hey ho, people are weird things, aren't they? They'd rather have a fully charged mobile phone than save a relationship, which completely confuses me. Speaking of that, I noticed today two things which completely baffled me. One was the first one was that obviously Boris Johnson and his wife are splitting after 25 years of marriage. That's fair enough. That was the main news on the BBC earlier on. But I've just been onto the main BBC news, and the headline actually say, "Ministers plan divorce law overhaul." And I thought either that's a really, really strange coincidence, or, you know, or something else. But I just thought it was funny how you got them two headlines on the same day. Now, my wife, she absolutely loves giraffes. She's mental on them. She would live and breathe for giraffes. She would feed them, hand feed them. She would go to see them if she had to travel 10,000 miles. She's mad on giraffes. And I've just noticed a story on the internet about a woman and a son who'd been critically involved in a giraffe attack. And I thought, well, that's a bit strange for a giraffe attack. And then I read what it said. It says that this woman and a 3-year-old son were flown to hospital after being trampled by a female giraffe who was with her calf. Well, she must have seen them as a threat, because giraffes are not known for being vicious, you know. And all I can think of is that this calf, obviously this female giraffe's dead protective of the calf, seen these two, got a bit worried, and literally protected her little one. Now, you can't blame them for that. You know, this is in Africa. This is where wildlife's supposed to be rife. You know, that's what it's there for. But I thought to myself, wow, what are the odds of that? I mean, being trampled by a giraffe, and they're not in very good condition, actually. They're taking it one day at a time, her husband has said. But you know, you wouldn't think of that, would you? A giraffe attack. You know, it's not something you hear all the time, that isn't. I tell you, it was a bit, you know, it was a bit of a strange one, that. I find it bizarre sometimes, the articles you find on the internet. Like, I've just found one which is weird, that says how to spider-proof your home. Well, spiders are going to get in your home, whatever happens. I'm sorry, if you can have a person who's been living in a home for longer than, I don't know, a year, and they've never seen a spider in it, they're doing well. I'll tell you that. In the UK, I mean, I don't know what it's like abroad, I haven't got a clue, but over here, they tend to be small, don't get me wrong. I mean, you do get the odd, you know, large house spider, but it's not like a tarantula size. I don't like that. They're usually quite big-bodied, but they've got spindly legs. The ones I don't like are the ones that look like they're wearing Dockers on the feet, you know, Doc Martens, because they've got big, thick pipe legs, thicker than mine, and I don't like that sort. Then if you stand on them, they make it sound like a packet of crisps. I don't like that sort. You don't get me wrong, I don't like that sort. But where I used to live with my auntie and my uncle, and they had a neighbour, and they actually had a spider, a resident spider that lived in their fireplace. And every time it came out and guests came round, if the spider came out, they used to shoo the spider into the kitchen. out the way of the guests so it didn't scare the guests. And I thought this was dead cute but dead weird at the same time. You know, it just made me laugh. I thought to myself, I can't imagine doing that. If a spider came out from under, I can't imagine Deb sitting there seeing the spider come out from underneath the fireplace and her saying, I'll just shoo that into the kitchen. She'd be legs up so it wouldn't crawl on her feet, because she's not arachnophobic, but she don't like them. Because one time we were sitting watching TV. It's funny now, but it weren't at the time, trust me. We were sitting watching TV, and she had bare feet. You know where this is going, don't you? And she felt something tickle her feet, and when she looked down, there was a spider crawling across her feet. Needless to say, she panicked. She went nuts, which is fair enough. I can understand that, because many years ago, this might make you cringe, I was at home in Cobridge, where I used to live with my mum and her boyfriend at the time, and one night I was fast asleep, and I woke up. I was lying on my back and I woke up to find a spider crawling right across my face. It literally went straight across my eye line. I have never ever moved so fast in my life. My mum and her boyfriend thought it was World War V in my bedroom. I was tipping the bed upside down. I was moving cupboards. This spider was not surviving the night, mate. No chance. I mean, it's bad enough when they wake you, you know, when you find them. When they wake you up in the night by crawling across your face, that's it. That's panic. That's panic stations. Anyway, I've ranted and raved for quite a bit today, so I'll do another video tomorrow. I've got 23 subscribers now, by the way. I can't thank you enough. You're all brilliant. Thank you. You're really, yeah, you're good. You're brilliant. Thank you. All right. I'll take you take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.